YouTube does pay you after a certain time if you want to do that route. And I'll show you in a minute what it's paying me. If you want to see that, let me know if you do. That is not the only way, and it's not the biggest way that you make money with YouTube. It's just a little bonus that you think about. For him, because he is all in on YouTube, it is the main thing, and it is a very lucrative situation for him, split among many people in his team. But for you, there's a couple of ways to see it. Great, you want to see it, so I'll show it to you. So this conversation, we started just a germ of a conversation about YouTube last week. And I want every week we're going to do a deeper dive and tackle different topics about some of these same things so that we can get better and better at that. So just know you're not going to have to learn 50 different things in this program. That's not what we're here to do. We're here to get real deep dive. What I would love is by the end of this year, end of the 12 months, each of us is an expert on these topics that you come to. That would be very, very cool. And I think we could do it. So I saw in the comments where some people were like, oh, I'm behind, or I don't know if I can catch up. There is going to be stuff to watch each week, but it's not going to be a new topic each week. It's going to be a better understanding and a better understanding and a better understanding. And then we're going to get into the advanced ways to do things. So, Nikisha said, I'm going to be honest, I'm so amped I can hardly focus on what you're saying. Okay. All right. So what I want to do first is I want to find out, before I show you into the behind the scenes of the metrics, and I show that on YouTube too, but I want to show you all in real time. Who here has a YouTube channel and you do have, let's say, 10 to 100 subscribers already? Like, you have people who are actually watching your content. Nikisha and Teresa, would you mind jumping off of mute and telling us a little bit about what your channel is? And then I'm gonna lose. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, my bad. Go off of mute, and both of you all let me know. Yeah, go ahead, Nikisha.
I have thank you for giving me the opportunity for this space and to share. I have maybe a couple of dozen followers across 3 or 4 channels that I started years ago that I have not really nurtured. But I'm listening to you talk. I know exactly what I'm going to share now on those channels. So,
okay, what are you going to share on those channels?
So I am really one of my deepest relationships. That's what I, sat here and wrote is the relationship, of course, with my husband, but the one I have with my boys.
Oh, okay.
I raised them pretty non-traditionally. I homeschooled. They got to do what they wanted to do. I put our 12-year-old on a plane when he was 12. He's 18. He'll be starting Miami-Dade next Monday.
Okay, so what would it be about?
Either providing strategies for mamas to support their brown and black boys in this conventional schooling system, and how to not listen to the naysayers. So just empowerment and support.
Yeah, that's great. Hope everybody's hearing that. I mean, it's so specific. Like, the more specific you can get, and the more specific you can get, the better. Because what's going to end up happening with Nikisha? She's going to end up week over week, month over month, having people find her. That's what's happening with me right now. Right? She's going to have people find her. She's not going to have 1 million people looking at her video today. None of us will. But she's going to have the right 20 people looking at her video. You know what I thank you, Nikisha. You know what, I'm going to do another, I can't help the flex today. I can't. So when I was at the United Center for the Democratic National Convention on Tuesday, Daphne is not, she's not here for it. When I was there, I looked around and it dawned on me. I don't know, somebody can look this up for me. And somebody let me know how many subscribers I have as of now. I think I might have missed that answer. I think it holds 20,000 or 25,000 people. Whatever it holds, I realized, not just like as a flex for myself, but I just realized the power of this while I was sitting there on Tuesday. I looked around between speakers and I thought, I have reached that many people on YouTube today. Because those were the new people, and there were, 10,000 who came back. 49.7 thousand subscribers. That went up by 100 since I looked 2 hours ago. Maybe even more than that. But I said the number of people who have seen me on YouTube today could fit into this arena that's holding the Democratic National Convention. So when you think about, somebody said they have 300 subscribers. Because we're on a program to compare ourselves to other people, we bypassed the 300. I'm not saying you did, because I don't even remember who said it, but we bypassed that. Instead of thinking, what would it look like to have 300 people who came to see you sitting in front of you in an audience right now? And what would your life, career, business be like if that were true? Every single day, you had that many people or more who just listened to you. Maybe some of them listened to 5 minutes of your 20-minute video. Some of them listened to 2. Some of them listened to all 20 and watched it twice. What would that look like? Hold on a second. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so before we start talking about how do you get these numbers up and what's that strategy to do X, Y, and Z, let's all decide together, if you don't mind. You can always decide to be the outlier and not do this, but I would encourage you to be excited about those $8 days like I have been. If I wasn't excited about those $8 days in March, a month before putting on a 2,000 person live event, but still happy about that, wouldn't have made it to today. And I'm gonna pop see if I can share this. No, that's not what I'm trying to share. Give me a second to get this right. Zoom just every time it does it. I don't know how to not do that. Okay, let's see if this works. Can y'all see the studio? Okay. So this is the behind the scenes. Again, I've shown some of this on YouTube, and I'll continue to do that because I think it's really important to do that. And you can move people's, you can kind of change how your view is on Zoom. But I'm going to take you right to getting all in my business here. Look at this. So on Tuesday, made $494. Now remember, this isn't going to be our main thing necessarily. For some of us it will, but I made $494, and I recorded some videos on Zoom, and then I put those videos on YouTube. On Monday, I made $730. Sunday, $700. Saturday, $752. I don't even know what I was doing on Saturday to do all that. I don't even know why I did all that. And look at this trough. It's $222. The days of yore is $222. Now, what I think is really exciting is, look at this for the year. Look at this flat line. And I wasn't, even though you can see these numbers in January and February, I didn't start making them until March because I was monetized starting in March. And it started doing it retroactively for some of the videos. So what I was seeing was $8 days. So they were doing that, and then I would have like a $26 day, and I lose my mind. And again, it's because I'm an entrepreneur. Like it's that thing of that autonomy and building something. And this is IP of mine. This is intellectual property, and hopefully helping people. Sounds like it is, and that's turning into something. And I always think about 10 years ago when couldn't afford Fast Company, and that's the magazine I was on the cover of 3 years later. But I also couldn't afford, groceries and things when I didn't have food stamps. So to get it 1991, and it comes to you every month. So to get that would have been everything. It wouldn't have been homeless, is what I'm saying. And we can't go back because 10 years ago, the monetization on YouTube was not the same as it is today. So it wouldn't have been the case. But if somebody here who is going through some stuff right now, it's not going to happen overnight, but you have some ways to make some things happen. So I'm going to take you through it here. And we had this breakout video. Some of you may have seen it. Put in the chat if you have, how to make $10,000. We had this breakout video in May, and I was working with a team at that point on this, doing all the fancy recording and stuff. My brows were done. I mean, they are not right now. I'm upset, but we'll fix that in a couple days here. Okay, so then things got lifted, So I was having these days, $63 days, $100 days every once in a while. But then, boom, something started happening just a month ago. I'll tell you what that was, and then I'm going to back up a little bit and tell you probably from scratch how you do this.